think a lot of us are scared to say the things that we want to do in our life, or the things that we want to achieve, our dreams and goals. And I want to encourage you to say them, and I'm going to bite the bullet and say all of mine first, so maybe you can feel a little more confident in the things that you want to do. I think it's scary because, especially if you're like me and you have dreams that are out of the ordinary, or like way out there, it's scary to say all this and say that you want to do all these things, because if you fail, you think people are gonna laugh in your face and whatever. They're not. And if they do, so what? At least I had the guts to try. You know? I watched Lizzie McAlpine's YouTube video like an hour ago, where she wrote a letter when she was 20 for her 25-year-old self to read, and she just read it. And I just spent like 30 minutes writing a letter to my 29-year-old self. So, in 5 years. I'm 22 right now, but my birthday's in December, so I kind of rounded it up, added 5 to 23, because I want to open it on my 29th birthday and read it and see where I'm at. But it just got me thinking that I want to talk about the things that I want to do and the things that I want to achieve, because I'm not scared to fail, and I'm not scared to say all the things that I want to do and fail and be laughed at. I don't care. I've been laughed at my whole life. I don't care if you're gonna laugh at me for trying to do the things that I want to do and achieve the life that I want to achieve. So I encourage you to share the things you want to do with people in your life. Maybe if you haven't started there, that's somewhere to start. I'm gonna plaster mine all over the internet for you to hear. And if I fail, you can laugh at me. And if I made it, then this will be cool to watch one day. And yeah, I don't know. I'm an artist. I make sculptures, prints, illustrations. I'm a writer. I'm currently writing a novel, and I have a ton of other novels planned. I have an original character, many original characters, but my main original character is Asteroid. This little moon guy right here, he's also up here and everywhere on my social media. My entire life is devoted to him and his world. I have always wanted to make movies, and I still do. That's my number one dream, is to make a movie and be a movie director and a writer. I've always known that I wanted to create something and be an artist of sorts, whether it was traditional or filmmaking or photography or other forms of art. I've always known that I want to do something creative, and that's what I'm meant to do, but I've never known where to go until I created Asteroid 3 years ago. And the last 3 years have felt like an eternity, but they've also flown by, and I've learned so much, and I've learned what I want to do, And I want to spend the rest of my life telling Asteroid's story and building his world and having him connect to people. I know that I will get to where I want to go eventually. I know it. And I feel it. It's just a matter of when and how, and those are answers or questions that I don't have answers to. Nobody does. But I know that those things will happen. And I'm looking off into the corner of my room right now where all of my art stuff is and where I do it, everything. It's all just over there. And I know one day I'm going to look back and hopefully, watch this video or my other videos and see that this little corner of my room and have it be a flashback instead of like current moment, and just be like, that is where everything started. Even looking at it right now, it's changed so much from when I first started 3 years ago. From the new desks that I have, to having a monitor for my computer, to all of the sculptures and the ghosties that I've made, and all of the art blueprints for my sculptures, and production schedules that I can see. I don't know. I've done so much. And I'm not stopping anytime soon, and I never will. Even if I continually fail and I never get to where I want to go, I'm always going to be with Asteroid and make him the center of my life. I just want to make movies and tell his story, which is more or less my story, and have him connect to people and give people someone to connect to. That is the main purpose behind everything that I do, is like connection, and to help people of any age know that they're not alone. I spent all of my life currently feeling alone and like I don't fit in anywhere. And growing up, I heavily, and still to this day, latch onto characters that I can relate to and that make me feel less alone and like I'm not a mistake or something like that. I don't know. So all I want to do is give that for someone else. I want people to feel comforted and like they belong here. And that maybe if you can't find that comfort and belonging out in the world with the people in your life, that you can escape to Asteroid's world and hopefully feel less alone and be seen somewhere. Being seen somewhere is better than nowhere. And that's why I do it all. You know? I try to be as diverse and inclusive as I can be with my characters. I have so many more characters to make and so many more people to include. And I'm working on it. I don't want anyone to feel left out. But I want to tell stories. And I want to make movies, and I want to make TV shows, and write books. And that's the gist of it. That's what I want to do, and it's what I'm going to do. When I sat down to film this, I thought I had a lot to say, and I'm blanking on everything, and I don't know why I feel like this is important to say, but something in me was like, you need to sit down and film this and talk. Somebody needs to hear it. And I don't know how it's helpful to hear me talk about what I want to do, but maybe it helps you somehow. I just know that I'm meant to create and tell stories, and that one day it'll all work out. And I'm not scared to fail. I have failed countless times already. And I will continue to fail hundreds of times. Over and over again. But I know that this is much beyond me, you know? I do all this for myself and like the personal emotional reasons, but I also know I'm really emotional right now, if you can't tell. And I purposely set the camera far back and put on the wide lens so that you couldn't see me up close, because my eyes are gonna water. But apart from doing this for myself, I do this, and I continue to do this, and I will forever do this. Because even if there's one person, apart from myself, who depends on Asteroid, I cannot let them down. I do it because there is somebody out there who needs to hear what I have to say, and who needs to feel like they belong somewhere. And there's a kid out there who needs a character like that, the way that I did. Yeah. And you might think I'm being dramatic or overly emotional, but that's just what it is. It is dramatic to me, and it is that emotional. And I can just picture people who have known me at different points in my life and be like, who does he think he is? Like, talking about these characters, whatever. I don't care. These characters are this deep to me. They're everything to me. And I will get to where I want to go one day. And I'll be the one laughing at you for laughing at me now. And even if I'm not, and I bite those words, I don't care. I would rather try than to not try it at all. There's a phrase or a quote that I've heard, and it's the only quote that has ever stuck with me. And it's stupid, and it's simple, but it is so effective. And it completely changed the trajectory of my life. And I think about it every day. And that is, I don't know who says it, and I don't know the proper words, so don't come at me if I say it wrong. But the gist of it is, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And when I heard that, sometime in middle school, it changed my life. I think about it every day. And it has helped me so much because it is just true. If you don't try, and if you don't put your dreams out there, and you don't say the things that you want to do, and pitch yourself, and talk about your work, and talk about where you want to go, and you don't try to do those things, and you don't take a shot here and there at doing it, you are guaranteed to not amount to what you want to do. But if you try, there's a 50-50 shot of it working. Odds are it's probably not gonna work most times. But so what? If you didn't try, it was 100% not going to work. And I think about it every day. Every time that I post on Instagram of a link to a product, of an art print or a sticker that I sell, saying, you should buy this, I most times don't get a sale from it. But the times that I do get a sale from it prove that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But if I don't post, I'm guaranteed to not get a sale. It's as small as that, and it's as large as the overall picture of going back to the moment where I first drew Asteroid in my sketchbook 3 years ago. Had I not picked up a pencil in my sketchbook that day because I just didn't feel like it, or I thought, I'm not going to draw anything good, I'm not even going to try. Had I not done that, would any of this have ever happened? Tell people the things you want to do, why you want to do them, and then go do it. And make it happen for yourself. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm nowhere near reaching my goals and my dreams and everything that I want to become. But I'm so far from where I started. And it blows my mind every day how far I've come. And it's like 5% of where I want to go. So, start now. Tell people what you want to do. Tell yourself, write it down in your journal, and start. Because someone's depending on you. Whether you know that person or not, there's someone out there who's depending on you. There's someone out there who needs Asteroid the way that I need him. And I don't know who they are. But they need it. And they're depending on me. And someone is depending on you. So tell your story. Make the characters. Write the book. Shoot the movie. Start the painting. Someone needs it. You need it. And that should be enough. But there's someone out there who also needs it. And you can completely change someone's life for the better. Art is crazy. And it does wonders for people in ways that you'll never know. There could be someone out there who I've impacted an immense amount, and I don't know. I will never know. But you just have to do it. So, I encourage you to share your dreams with people. And it doesn't matter if you fail. You're gonna fail. You know it. So get over it. It's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm also saying all this in the hopes that somebody wants to help. Or if A24 is watching this, they follow me on TikTok. So, I don't know. You never know what can happen. I want to make movies and write books and animate TV shows and sell my art and connect to people. And I'm going to do it. So, that's it. Just a little mini journal entry, and maybe this gave you a little inspiration. I hope so. Yeah. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. If you want to support me, you can buy my art. It's linked down below. But liking the video and subscribing is a lot of support too. So you can do that as well. It's free. Okay. Goodbye. I'm gonna go to bed now. Journal entry done.